Hiya, so it's me, London Cigar Smoker, and I'm here at home for a change, and I'm going to smoke a cigar tonight, or two cigars tonight, as part of a blind tasting I'm going to do of a Cuban cigar versus a non-Cuban cigar. So I don't know which one is which, and just a bit of a backstory. This was an event that Surrey Cigars in Guildford hosted a couple of months ago, and had tickets for it, but wasn't able to make it. So fortunately, they were able to send me the cigars, and I've got them here, which is exciting. I've had them in for a little while. I've put them in the humidor, but I've not had a chance to smoke them yet. So I'm going to do the blind tasting right now, and it will take me a little while. And yeah, basically, I've got a sheet here with like a load of questions on it of things to do, and it basically says cigar A, cigar B. So I guess you've got to write Cuban or non-Cuban. And then you answer loads of questions about, the first one is around the appearance, the second is the draw, the third is around construction, the fourth is around burn, fifth is around taste, six is around complexity, and seven is around aroma, and eight is the finish. So yeah, this is going to take me quite some time, but why not? You know, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing this. So I've done a blind tasting before, I think when I started my blog, and that was when I tried to compare the top cigar of the year from Cigar Aficionado versus the top cigar of the year from Cigar Journal. I can't remember which one was the winner, but it was an interesting challenge to do blind tasting, because I guess you're sort of focusing more on a lot more of the a lot more detail you're sort of focusing on there. And also this is different. I'm going to a lot of cigar events at the moment, so I'm too busy chatting away, and so it's going to be nice just to sort of sit with the cigar and see what it's like. But I won't film the whole duration of this. I'll sort of share this in clips. So, I don't know which one I'm going to do first. So I've got A and B. So let's have a look. This is what we've got. I'll try and share it here. So these are the two cigars. Crikey. God. Which is the Cuban and which is the non-Cuban? So let's look at the instructions. And I don't know which one I'm going to smoke first. I'll probably go with, I guess, A. Right, okay, so appearance. So even without its proper blend or black band in place, a cigar's appearance means a lot. The wrapper on a cigar offers telltale signs of its quality. Is it smooth and oily or rough and splodgy? Are there noticeable veins? Was the cap applied with precision? Are there any noticeable soft spots when you gently squeeze the cigars between your fingers? The wrapper is the most expansive component in a premium cigar, and it can represent 60% or more of a cigar's flavour. A seamless wrapper leaf equals bonus points. Oh, this is cool. Crikey. God, I just wouldn't know. God. Yes, I'm going to be quite embarrassed if I get this wrong, but oh well. I'm not a cigar connoisseur. I'm an enthusiast. So the wrapper here, they're not particularly oily actually. This B looks a bit oilier. Yeah, so the wrapper on A looks more professionally done than B. God, they're probably both professionally done. Crikey. But there's a more defined edge on the A than there is on the B. I've got a feeling the B is the Cuban cigar though, because of the shape of it, and I'm trying to work out. I don't think I've seen many Cubans unless this is the Partagas. So are there any noticeable veins? Crikey, I should just get cracking on, shouldn't I? Could be here forever. I've got a feeling B is the Cuban cigar. Because this feels a bit too hard, this one. Right, but I'm going to smoke A first. So, let's do it. So I've got my cigar cut here, my cigar ashtray. Yeah, crikey. People will probably wonder why I'm using these cutters. So I did buy like an expensive cutter, but I always lose them. And I do buy expensive like lighters as well, and I lose them. So yeah, I just got one standard one from like Amazon. Actually, I wouldn't mind lighting it with a match, but it's going to take me ages to do a match. It's got some matches here from Fuma. I'm mashing it up with the old venues. Right, okay. So on the look of it, let's just do the appearance. I think B looks like a Cuban cigar. Got a really hard draw, which could suggest it's a Cuban, because sometimes I do find them a little bit harder. Like non-Cubans tend to not have that hard draw. They're kind of they're usually quite done quite well. But I have had a few hard draw almost plugged, you know, Cuban cigars. So what's the draw like? After you cut the cigar, does air pass through it easily when you're drawing on it? No, this is a really hard draw. See, this has got a lot of ammonium. Very sour. Is it sour? Sour taste to it. But it doesn't taste like a Cuban at all. So construction. So premium long filler cigars are handmade by experienced rollers. The filler leaves are assembled inside the binder leaves according to specific ratios, and together they are finished in a wrapper leaf before the cap is applied. At the end of the process, a good cigar will combust evenly, and the integrity of its shape will remain intact from the first puff. Cigars that unravel or seize up while you're smoking merit a low score. So construction. So I lit this cigar really badly with a lighter, with a match. So it's a little bit uneven. But construction of the ash looks really well formed. You can actually see like all the little layers in it. Yeah, the burn. God, it looks like it's tunneling a little bit, like little tiny tunnels. Not enjoying this. Okay, so I'm kind of into the second third now, and the burn has gone quite uneven, I must say. But again, I did light it pretty shoddily. Okay, so complexity. Does the cigar's flavour change as you smoke it? Or is it the same from beginning to end? No, I just get this strong ammonium. Strong, like bitter taste. But complexity. There's not really, I can't really taste any flavours, like flavour notes or anything. Like, I really want to try the other one now, just to see what this is like. So, complexity, there really isn't much there. God. 3. Just having a hard time with this one. Yeah. I wonder what brand it is. I have no idea. But I think if I stuck this in the humidor for a little while, it's a bit softer, it'll be much better. So, does your cigar fill the room with seductive clouds of smoke? Not really. Not at all. I remember, it reminds me of when I was in number 6 Cavendish Square, and I tried a Monte Cristo 80th anniversary cigar, and that was such a fantastic cigar, such a fantastic smoke, and it was just thick plumes of smoke were coming out, filling the room. It smelled amazing, and a bit of Cuban music on in the background, and it was such a memorable time. Really enjoyed that cigar. Bleed neck, it was expensive, but it was really worth it. For that moment that I had, because I think that was one of my favourite cigars I've ever smoked. And I do have favourites. Is that a good thing to do? Have favourites? Yeah, of course. I have a preference, and I'm finding over time that my tastes are changing a bit. Like, I used to really like full-bodied cigars, but I definitely like a bit more milder now. So I don't know why that happens, but I definitely like a K D'Orsay, and I still can't bloody pronounce it. Number 54, I love that cigar. And I like a H. Upman, number 54. And I like, but then I do like, I like a Partagas Serie number, Serie number 2, E2. Really love that. That's a fantastic smoke. And that feels pretty full-bodied or full strength. Yeah. And then I really like that Gloria Cubana. Oh God, I can't pronounce that one. The new one that came out earlier this year, and I've had a few of them actually. I smoked one the other day at the 10 Trinity Square, and it didn't really smoke that well, but I am a fan of that. The turquoise, cannot pronounce them at all. And I really like the Ramon Alonis number 3 as well. I think that's quite a good cigar, I must say. Definitely enjoyed those more than the launched cigars that they did recently. Like, even like the Trinidad Capildos, which I tried. That was really hard. That was a hard draw. I remember being a really hard draw. But again, if you store that for a little bit and age it a bit, it probably tastes all right. And what was it? And the Bolivar Regentes, didn't blow me away. And then neither did the Poil Oregana 47 or the Partagas Maestro Linear one. I weren't massive fans of those. I was kind of bigger fans of the Ramon Alonis number 3 and the Gloria Cabana turquoise. I don't want to say it because I can't pronounce them properly, but they were much better. And then what about some of the Nicaraguan cigars, or Dominican Republic or Honduras? So I do really like the Liga Privada number 9 Due Estate. Smoking recently the Tabacanal. Was it Tabacanal? Tabernacle. Bloody hell, I can't even pronounce that. Foundation Cigars, and I just didn't realise it was that Nick that was part of the Liga Privada number 9, and then he made his own kind of version of it from Foundation Cigars. That was a good smoke, and I'm trying to think of other cigars that have really stood out for me this year. Yeah, smoked quite a few. I've smoked quite a few different ones as well, from different countries, which has been really cool. I did like the El Septino, so I did try the El Septino. Can't remember which one it was in Into the Back, and it definitely had something different to it. Like, the aroma was wonderful. Like, the smell of it was wonderful. Yeah, and I've got a few more of those that I want to try. I'll hopefully do a blog post about that. But yeah, I'm trying to think of other ones. But yeah, I don't know what brand this is. I really want to find out now. But I must say, it's not my favourite. It'd be funny if this was like a Liga Privada number 9. I think I'd definitely be able to tell. And of course, I love Davidoff Late Hour, Winston Churchill Late Hour. Love that. Fantastic. And I know it's not for everyone. I've smoked it with a few people, and some people don't like it. But I love that cigar. So yeah, look, if I was in a cigar lounge and I was just smoking away, it'd be okay, this cigar, but because I'd get lost in conversation. But taste is changing a little bit. The more I review cigars like this, the more I just think I know nothing about reviewing cigars. So trust me, you know, like, reviews are really subjective. It's really personal. So just because I like something doesn't mean that everyone else will. And like when other people say they like a cigar, or sometimes you can try 2 cigars of the same Patola, you know, and they're different. So, and it's also your mood, isn't it? And where you are and all that kind of stuff. So. I'm not going to go back to this one. Oh, I don't want to know what it is now. No, I can't even smell it. It's funny, I can't smell cigars when I smoke them. But if I walk into a room, someone else has smoked a cigar, I can definitely smell it. It's funny, a lot of people comment and compliment you on the smell, the aroma of the cigar. But it's funny, yeah, because I smoke so many, I guess I don't really notice it as much. No, not my favourite. Okay, so the aroma, there really isn't much being produced. But what's it say? Does your cigar fill the room with seductive clouds of smoke? Nah. I don't even want to finish this. Like, I'm not enjoying it at all. People say, is it a good cigar or a bad cigar? Bad cigar. But I'm really curious to find out what it is. Oh, I actually want to stop it. I might like the other one because I'm so curious to find out what the other one's like. So. I've not finished cigar A. I'm going to just put it on pause for now. And I'm going to start up cigar B. So I'm not sure what this one is. I've got a feeling though this is like a Romeo and Julieta, but I'm not sure. This definitely tastes like a Cuban cigar, but I could be so wrong. Much easier draw. Bit of flavour to it as well, maybe a tad, but I think I've lit it badly again. Oh, the ash is much darker than the other cigar, than A. Oh, and look at the smoke coming off this. This is much thicker. So, the appearance. So, yeah, I thought this one looked more like a Cuban cigar. And if I've got it wrong, I've got it wrong. I'm going to be embarrassed, but who cares, you know? But I'm going to cringe if I get this wrong. But I think this is definitely the Cuban cigar. Okay, so the draw, much easier to draw from, I must say. God, the ash though, the colour of the ash is so much darker. Look. So much darker. Oh, it's a really big contrast. Ah, I like this. This is much nicer to smoke, much nicer to smoke. But I have no idea what brand this would be. So this is why I'd never be a master of Habanos. Burn. Yeah, much more evenly burned. Look at the burn line. But again, I did like that with a match pretty badly. But look at that one versus this one. It's a bit more consistent, the burn. This is quite a good. This is quite a good exercise though for people that's starting out, you know, or people like me who was constantly trying to be a connoisseur, but I'm not. Yeah, this is much smoother and a little bit sweeter taste. Not really sweet, but much sweeter than the other one. This just feels lighter as well. It feels like a much lighter cigar. So is this like a medium complexity? Does the cigar's flavour change as you smoke it? A bit oaky. bit oaky, bit woody. Aroma. Does the cigar fill the room with seductive clouds of smoke? Yes, more so than the other one, 100%. There you go, look. Much more. And interestingly, okay, the finish. The cigar's finish refers to the taste that resonates on your palate. What's the aftertaste you've done smoking? A desirable finish on a cigar stimulates your appetite to smoke another one, but you won't hesitate to drop one with a bitter or chalky finish into the ashtray. Which I've done. That's what I did with the first one. So bad finish for the first cigar. The fact that I've dropped it, I don't, it's not often I ditch a cigar. Like, it really is not very often, but I just didn't enjoy that first one. But the second one, yeah, I want to carry on smoking it like. This is 100% a Cuban cigar. I hope it is. Definitely feels like that way. So I don't know how I'm going to find out results. I might have to contact Surrey Cigars and find out, because they didn't give me an answer here. And I want to know what brand they are as well. So let's count up. I've written a score for like all of them. So let's tally it up. Crap at maths, here we go. Okay, so this is my second cigar. This is Cigar B. And I've given it a much higher rating than Cigar A. So Cigar B, I've given it 46 out of 80. And Cigar A, I've given 26 out of 80. This one, Cigar A, I've actually put down. I didn't want to finish that because it was quite a hard draw and it was quite bitter. Whereas this one feels a little bit more sweeter. It's got a nice draw to it, nice thick smoke. Good construction of ash as well. And this makes me want to smoke another one. So I need to find out what's what. Okay, so it's me. I'm back. I've got the results. I've just texted Surrey Cigars to find out what was what. And just to recap, I gave Cigar A 26 out of 80. And I thought it was a non-Cuban cigar. I actually put this one down because it was a bit bitter for me. And there was quite a really hard draw to it. And Cigar B, I gave it 46 out of 80 and it felt like a Cuban cigar. So the results, I've now got them. And this is quite surprising. I was quite surprised, quite interesting. So Cigar A is in fact a non-Cuban cigar. It's a My Father cigar, #1. I don't think I've tried one of those before. And I do like My Father. Is it Le Bourgeois? Le Bougie or blah, blah, blah. That one I really like, My Father. I think that is good, but I've not tried the #1 until now, of course. So that was interesting. And then the Cigar B was actually a Cuban cigar, so I was correct. And it was the Ramon Alonis specially selected, so a Ras. I didn't guess it was a Ras. I thought it was a Romeo and Julieta. But how interesting. The Ras is a really commonly liked cigar across all, but I feel well chuffed. I had a mere moment of panic there that I couldn't guess what was what. And like I said, this has no way to say, this doesn't suggest that I'd prefer Cuban to non-Cuban. I like both just as much. But yeah, really interesting because that was a really fun task. But I feel well chuffed. So I might smoke another cigar now to celebrate. But no, what a fun task that is. They should do this more often. It's a shame I couldn't have made the event. I just asked, and apparently at the event it was 50-50. So like, yeah, some of the people got it, some of the people didn't. But I think this is a really good task to do if you're really getting into cigars. Like, definitely try it out. It is the ultimate test. Like I said, I feel proper chuffed. If I got it wrong, I would have felt like a right wally. And but I am a wally anyway. But no, I'm really glad I tried this. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of this cigar now. But yeah, yeah, if you're interested, you know, in these kind of events, Surrey Cigars run these a lot, you know, and they run, I think they're quite frequent there at their events. I went last year to one of the Davidoff nights, and they do it at, so they've got a cigar shop in Guildford, which is above the estate agent, so I've got a blog post about that. So you walk in the estate agent, you ask for the cigars, you go to the cigar shop on the middle floor, and then on the top floor they've got a cigar sampling lounge. But they run their events at, I think it's called the Wayside, so it's like a pub that's not far from the shop. So if you do go to the event, try and get, you know, go there early, go to the shop and the lounge, and then go to the event after. Yeah, Wayside, and they run events. I think they've got an event coming up. Check out their website. Yeah, worth checking out. This is a really good task. And if they sold this as like a thing online, that would be great, you know. But yeah, nice blind tasting task. But again, I'm proper chuffed because I got it right. And if I got this wrong, I probably would have switched off by now. Anyway, happy smoking, and yeah, thanks for watching if you made it this far. Cheers.